We're riding scooters for the first time in Queensland, right?
I had no idea how to ride a scooter or a motorcycle at the time. Kadir stops and fucking turns into my lane. I buckle, start going, oh fuck, oh shit. I hit into him, then you see me go flying in the air.
I'm behind you guys on a scooter. By the way, we look childish as fuck on these scooters. Yippee!
Woohoo!
And I can see you going, and you swan dived over your scooter, and that's when I was already like, and then you rolled, and I went, holy shit. So I'm like, bro, are you okay? Are you okay? So you recover a bit, you go, whoa, is my watch alright?
Diablo.
That's great, dude.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll do, do you want to do the same again? I'll do intro.
Yes, bro.
Okay, I'm going to do just a slightly longer intro introducing you. Alright,
Be gone. Hurry up.
welcome viewers and listeners to another episode of No Grandmas Allowed. You're joined with Imran and my longtime friend JJ, or as our biker teacher likes to call him, Sehun Dogra.
or my rugby coach, Shayan.
Shayan. So JJ's real name is Jehun, right? Jehun, with spelled Cey, right? Which is weird.
My parents didn't even give me a chance.
Yeah, they just wanted to make life hell.
Oh.
Didn't think it through.
Yeah.
Last name Dogru, Doru,
Yeah.
right?
But in English.
In English, when it's read in English, this guy. So we went to do a bike for our bike license, the course.
Yeah.
You have to actually do bike riding lessons.
Yeah. I fucking knew he was going to say it wrong too. Motherfucker.
This guy he was just the most laid back Aussie. And when he's reading the roll call, he's going, Imran. And I'm like, yeah.
Imran Akmala.
And then he gets to JJ and he pauses.
He paused for a while.
We're already standing there going, this is already gonna get fucked. He goes, Sehun Dogra.
Bro, you were dying, bro. I was like, fuck.
I couldn't focus. We're doing the bike lessons. I'm like, Sehun.
Sehun Dogra. Bro, I've copped it throughout the years for my last name. Gayhorn, Dr. Dog Poo.
All of those still sound better.
Yeah.
So, do you remember, with regards to like bike lessons and stuff, we went to Queensland. Actually, before we did our bike lessons, we were riding scooters for the first time in Queensland, right?
Okay, and I had no idea. I had no idea how to ride a scooter or a motorcycle at the time. None of us did. But anyway, we got the hang of it. You know, we're going around, and it started getting a bit cold. And then I go to Kadir. Shout out to Kadir, Joey, aka. I go, I'm a bit cold. I'm going to go get a jumper from our spot, from this camper van place that we had hired. All you see, he goes, no worries. So he speeds off. I'm thinking, okay, sweet, they're going to keep driving past, keep driving, and I'm going to go straight between them and just fly off and fucking go get my jumper, come back. He stops, Kadir stops, and fucking turns into my lane. I buckle, start going, oh fuck, oh shit. Okay. I hit into him and his scooter. I slam both the front and the back brake. Then you see me go flying in the air, and all you hear is, run! And then I remember I had a nice watch, so I did a full jiu-jitsu forward roll. And then I rolled and I landed on my feet. And then I remember going, fuck, my pants are ripped. So, and all you boys come running, bro, you okay? I go, yeah, I'm fine. But my pants are ripped. That's what I was worried about the most.
Yeah, you were, bro. You were, because I was behind you guys
Yeah.
on the scooter, all right? And I'm behind you guys on the scooter. By the way, we look childish as fuck on these scooters, all right? Yippee! And I'm looking at you and Kadir, and you guys are way too close to each other.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, and I can see you going, It's like, when you get so nervous that you start shaking, and it just looks so funny from behind.
Because and I was like, what, 140 kilos back then.
And you swan dived over your scooter, and that's when I was already like, this looks funny. And then you rolled, and I went, holy shit. Jumped off my scooter, ran up to you. I'm like, bro, are you okay? Are you okay? And you come up like this, you recover a bit, you go, whoa, is my watch all right?
My watch and my pants I was worried about the most. Don't worry, fuck the bike, if I'm okay.
Oh, man, I was like, this guy's got his priorities wrong, huh?
Yep, it's material things in life.
Oh, it's so good. It's such a good story. I love that story. So, what's been happening with you, dude? Still making sure walls are walls?
Walls, this, that. I go, fuck it, I better start. I'm going crazy at home, so I go, fuck it, I better start working out. So I started working out at home, doing home workouts, push-ups, sit-ups, fucking star jumps.
Nice, about time.
About time, exactly. I go, fuck. And it'll wake me up a bit, fuck, because I'm starting to get really, 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 really lazy. It's getting pretty bad.
No, good on you for taking the initiative and, starting to make the most of your time. That's good.
Yeah, that's right.
As much as I don't like to, I actually compliment you from time to time.
And you know what?
That's good.
You fucking better compliment me more, man.
All right, I retract that compliment after what you just said then. So, I mean, I know you didn't ask, but I try to do the same as well. I do yoga, I do some... Oh, well, let's cut that short.
Oh, by the way, happy birthday for last week. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Yeah.
It was your birthday. Your missus messaged me. She showed me. She goes, "How do I put your sujuk in the grill, JJ?" And I was like, "I'll show you how to do it, Sylvia."
She made, even though I know that's what the fuck do you call them? Innuendo. I'm going to ignore that. So,
nah, she made a mean breakfast for you. I saw it. It was pretty good.
Oh man, sujuk and eggs, signature Turkish breakfast dish.
You can't go wrong.
Love it. And börek as well, like filo pastry with feta cheese and and parsley and schlossly, and just really tasty all around.
Yep.
Good days.
Definitely.
And I also got this watch.
Nice, very sexy.
Man,
very sexy.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to flaunt it because I can't afford it. Flaunt it because I can't afford it. Imran's motto.
So that's about it, man. Fucking. What else?
Me, man, I'm just doing more things to try to piss myself off at home. Like yesterday, I was replacing the rear brake shoe on my car. Bro, rear brake shoes can go fuck themselves, huh? Because it's like mechanics went, oh, how do we make a puzzle in a car?
Yeah.
We make rear brake shoes. It's like normally you have like a brake like a brake disc and a brake caliper, right? That's the simple one. That one's easy to fix. But this is like springs and exactly. It's like springs and all of these things. You got to like take a photo of it because it's pretty much a puzzle you got to figure out. Anyway, right now I'm doing a massive wah because I yesterday got so fucking upset, bro.
I bet you went like this. Man, fuck this shit, man.
Bro, no, literally no bullshit. I actually did exactly that because I asked Sylvia for some help. I go, babe, can you hold this while I try to do this? And I'm trying to move a spring. But here's the thing. This is where I'm a fucking idiot and I pissed myself off, okay? There is a cable for the handbrake. Yeah. And you need to attach the brake back onto this cable, all right? There's a spring on this cable. I'm trying to move this spring, but the spring's not moving. So I'm going, with pliers, all right? So I just went like this, fuck, and I tossed the pliers. And the reason for that is because the handbrake was activated. It needed to be released.
Yeah, so after you figured that part out.
Moral to the story, you learn things through mistakes.
Yeah,
I'm a mistake.
Yeah, bro, definitely. Your mum definitely learned her mistake.
Well, you agreed to that a bit way too quick, and for some reason targeting my mum immediately.
Yes. It just rolls off the tongue. You may as well Rolls off the tongue.
That's offensive to my mum. I was looking at the news like on the Easter long weekend, and Trump goes because the case.
Anything with Trump, it's funny.
Bro, you know what? Like right now, Trump on this podcast is definitely he's a hero. He's
definitely one of my heroes. Him, Hitler, Pol Pot, they're all my heroes.
Oh, dude, the level of arrogance gets to beyond human. It's very special. It's unique.
Yeah.
So the cases have skyrocketed in the US all of a sudden.
Especially in New York.
They've gone like over some like over the weekend it was like over 500,000, and Trump goes, we need to get this country open, like as if that's the first thing you say as soon as all the cases go up, because we need to open this country in a press conference, right? And then one of the reporters go to him, they go, do you have any metrics to support your decision? And then he goes like this, he points to his forehead. If you're watching the video podcast, he goes, here's my metrics right here. Here's my metrics right here. That's all I need.
Because this guy's a fucking straight out comedian, bro. Straight out, like, everything that he's done, I hate him for, but it's just the way he does them, I fucking love it. I love it. It's so entertaining.
Yeah, he is. He's really entertaining. That's what he is.
And that's what he is, bro. It's entertaining. It makes you want to watch. You know, there's a businessman, and that's absolutely what he's doing, man.
He pretty much is still playing The Apprentice with the entire country.
He did You're Fired to the World Health Organization. He stopped funding him.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Yeah, I saw that. That was just today, wasn't it? Yeah.
He needed someone else to blame. He couldn't blame anyone else. Couldn't blame himself. So he blamed the World Health Organization for not knowing about this virus quicker than before.
Like he, in my eyes, at the moment, he's the number one guy who can take a back step and still look good.
Yeah, because he can do whatever bad in life, and then he'll be like, "Yeah, maybe I did it. Maybe I did say it. Maybe I did do it. I don't know." And he'd just be like, "Yeah, okay, whatever."
Yeah, bro. He's so desensitized people because he said things that are so fucking ridiculous now. Yeah. That it's just almost like people are like, yeah, I guess that's just Trump. That's
just Trump, yeah. He just says what he wants. Okay.
Yeah.
But what he's saying is stupid. That's where people get it confused. Is that, okay, he's saying what he wants, he says what's on his mind, but what's on his mind is absolutely stupid.
I mean, his reactions are really extreme. You should see the way he talks down to the media, bro, in America. Yeah, it is fucking rough. Funny.
It's fucking hilarious. But to be honest, the next election between him and Joe Biden, I'd pick Trump all day, every day. I hate Joe Biden.
I know, that's the thing. See, in my mind, the first thing I think is I want to vote for Trump because I'm enjoying the entertainment. Yeah. But yet he's making some horrible decisions. Yeah. But also he's doing some good things as well.
Yeah, exactly.
But he goes, there's this video of like a compilation of savage moments by Trump. Bro, it's the best. Like the way he talks to the American media is the best. CNN asks him a question. Yeah. What the fuck is this for AOK?
Fake news.
CNN asks him a question. He goes, "What a stupid question. That is a stupid question." And then he goes, "You let me run the country and you worry about reporting fake news or something like that." And then he goes, "Let's go over to Fox News. They report some real news." And then while the guy in CNN's still trying to ask him a question, he goes, "That's enough. That's enough. That's enough." What a fucking bad guy, bro.
He's such a stubborn cunt, bro.
Yeah, bro. Okay, I have a question for you. So while we're on the topic of coronavirus, I was talking to my brother yesterday, and my brother has flown into Australia with his wife, and they have to be isolated forcefully in a hotel, right? So they have been staying there for I believe it's like their 12th day today.
Yeah, they're gonna stay 14 days.
Yeah. That's right. They've been staying in 14-day isolation. It's their 12th day in a hotel in Melbourne, and they are fucking so appreciative now of fresh air because they have not been able to go outside at all. Yeah. It's just windows. So we were talking about that, and then he asked me a question. Like, it's the food is, the portions are smaller and they're not that great because everything's for free. You know,
they got a ration.
They get a ration. Basically, it's like a very luxurious prison.
Yeah.
And he was asking me a question.
Yeah.
He goes, how do you think this will all kind of blow over? Or what's like the transition that it will start to solve everything so that we could go back to normal?
I think it's going to take a while. I think it is going to take a while. The whole economy, the world economy is going to take a great hit. Everyone's going to be struggling. It's going to be another recession. It's going to be it's going to be worse than the Great Depression, I reckon. Because, bro, people can't find work now. Plus, you're isolated, so you're fucked. Imagine when we all start. Everyone's going to be applying for the same fucking jobs. So good luck getting that role.
It's like the demand for everything, activities,
Exactly.
employment, yada yada, is all going to be the same, and so it's like all going to.
Hopefully, it's not that bad as I think it's going to be, and it just goes back to normality. But fuck, I don't know, man. Oi, did you see that guy? Speaking of isolation in a hotel, so this guy's friend, he came back from overseas and he was isolated for 14 days because of quarantine. But you could bring stuff to your mate or your family member in that hotel. So this guy, this Asian dude, he gets a box of fruits and snacks and stuff. And he goes, can you give this to my mate? He's been in isolation in this room, blah, blah, blah. Gives it to the police officer at the front. Sick cunt stashed MDMA in there for his mate. And the copper busted him.
They busted him.
What a nice mate. Like, fuck, bro, while you're up there, why does I have a bad time, you know?
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. I mean, well, you know what though? Like, it might actually help.
Yeah.
It might help kill the time.
Bro, full wood.
That is very thoughtful. That's a good mate. But how I wonder how he stashed it. I wonder how obviously it was attempted at being stashed. You know, like what did he do? Did he put it inside a burger, or was it just sitting in a little satty separate of everything?
So you know the box there, those fruit boxes. He had it inside the fruit box.
Zero attempt to fucking hide it well, eh?
And the copper takes out the fruits and the snacks and all that and finds this envelope. And it's in the envelope.
What is this envelope? Oh, I wrote a card.
Dear diary, today.
Dear diary, today, MDMA.
Hans. That's all it writes on the bottom. Just UNTZ. Hans.
So okay, so that's slightly an inside joke, but like when it comes to MDMA, it's pretty much a rave drug in our eyes, and we always say we got a friend Francis. Shout out to Francis, and he's definitely the symbol of ants in our eyes, right?
I don't give a fuck, Brie.
So for especially the song FTS, Fuck the System, right? That song, right there is the symbol of Francis's ravenous culture. Every time MDMA, oh yeah, I'm Francis. Because he does that every time he dances. Oh yeah, FTS, bro, FTS. Da-dan, dan, da-dan. That's how the song goes. Ants.
But yeah, what a good mate.
Yeah, so that's funny.
We should have done that for your brother.
That is a good story. Out of the whole, trying to help a friend in quarantine.
And then so the guy got arrested after that. The guy that was trying to bring in the MDMA to his friend in quarantine. And then I think it was 7 News or Channel 9 News found out where the guy lives and we tried to go to the guy's apartment. They knock on his door. He opens the door. He sees me. He goes, "Oh fuck!" He just slams the door.
It's a bit late for that, don't you think? There's a couple of bad things I heard. My brother said, he goes, someone who was in isolation in the hotel. They heard that this guy actually hung himself in the hotel.
Oh shit!
Because. Yeah, just so must have been. I mean, I don't know.
Just
exactly
going crazy in the.
I'm sure many people don't. More than likely, just maybe the guy was anxious. Maybe he was claustrophobic.
Yeah.
It could have been a few things, but you'd if you're on your own, it'd probably be even worse. Like he's there with his wife. If you're on your own in that room, fuck that, dude. Like how many times could you watch the same movie?
And if you're not a gamer, like if you don't have anything with you either, it's gonna be definitely tough.
Yeah, if I was stuck, I would definitely request that I can at least get a gaming console connected to the internet.
Yeah, 100%.
And then they were allowed to go and have a break outside for like 10, 15 minutes, right? They actually went outside and they went downstairs and there's like a back alley or a street somewhere behind the hotel and there was a junkie there and he came too close to him and the security guy goes, "Hey, get away from them." All right. And he's like, "Oh, fuck yeah." And he's losing his shit at the security guard. And my brother's missus, this is the first time she's been to Australia. Like she's well, pretty much. Welcome. She's like, "Bunaya," which is like, what is this in Turkish?
She's having a shit time off the bat, bro. Why would they come back at this
Worst intro. Like I asked, where do I think it's gonna go? And we were talking about this, and I don't know for sure. Like I'm your average citizen. I have no idea. If anything, I'm below average, right?
Right, me too.
And I see it going as something has to come up as like a temporary solution for things to keep going back to normal. Otherwise, it's not going to make sense. Like the world economy is like a business, or you know, it needs to keep, the engine needs to keep going.
It needs to keep afloat.
You can't halt that engine. You can't throw a spanner into the You can't just throw a spanner into the works. Otherwise, everything will stop, slow down, and just crumble. The economy will crumble, and then crime will go up. People start to panic even more. It'll get worse. Crime will go up, and I'm sure people in charge or the rich will not want that to happen, or people in power won't want that to happen. It wouldn't make sense. And so I said to him, to my brother, I said, I think some temporary solution will have to come up. They'll either have to show statistics or reports of positive trends that this lockdown is taking into effect positively, and that people are the cases are starting to drop, and people aren't dying as much, and then start opening up doors to go back to normal life. Or they'll have to start
maybe just gradually start reopening or start loosening the lockdown rules. So get certain things back up and running, then another certain things back up and running, and just gradually go back to normality that way, instead of bang, go, okay, everything's ready to go, ready to be open again, go do your thing. It'll be chaos.
Yeah.
They need some sort of rules and some sort of system in place where this can be open. Right. Okay, now this can be open. Okay, now you can do this. Okay, now you can do that.
The more priority stuff will start opening up quicker than the less priority stuff.
Yep. Adult bookshops.
What'd you say?
Adult bookshops. Yep.
Adult bookshop.
Slipped it right in there.
You know what you slipped in there? In that conversation? Just a little bit of Yeah. But yeah, I mean, they'd have to come up with a system, because if they all of a sudden go, all doors are open, then like you said, chaos.
Exactly.
Everyone's going to go on holiday or whatever the fuck straight away. And that's basically it. That's what I was saying. Like, they'd have to open it up in zones here and there. Fuck, I buckled a bit with what I was saying. And loss of train of thought.
Where did we
Back to a bit of humor. Have you ever, when you were younger, all right, have you ever had any really ridiculous beliefs? Like things that were really ridiculous when you were young?
Look, give me an example.
All right, so for me, you're going to be like, "You're a fucking idiot." So for me, it was, when I was younger, I thought that each country was actually its own planet. So when I was 5 and we were flying to Turkey, I actually thought we were in space.
That's pretty cool. That's a hectic imagination. You're a piece of shit.
Right? Thank you. But on top of that, when I found out that all the countries are on one planet, I was like, is that it? Is that as far as we've gone?
That's a bit of a bummer. Oh. Only 24-hour flight? What?
Yeah, like what a fucking, how spoiled could I be to have a belief like that? We're going through space. Space has clouds. Idiot.
So Friday prayers, because I'm Muslim. Friday prayers when I was a little kid, when I used to go with my grandfather. So when you pray, you bow down, you're on your knees. And as people go down and hit their forehead and nose to the carpet, I thought I was controlling that by going... Like when I was 6 years old, because I'd be at the back of the box going, as soon as they go down, like I go, and then they all do it. I'm like, fuck, I have powers.
It's like Trump at an early age.
Bro, seriously, I felt so powerful doing that. Oh, Oh, everyone's bowing down. Down to God because I said so.
You know what though? Like that right there, that's impressive too. To be able to think that you're doing that. First of all, also arrogant, but also
So
very
arrogant.
creative. I got one more for you, and this is because of my mum. I blame my mum for this. All right, when I was younger, right?
Yeah.
And if I was to say something like, "Oh, I'm staying up past 9:30 tonight because I want to," or something like that, which was like, "Oh, breaking the rules," my mum would be like, "Shh, don't let the birds hear you in the window because they talk to each other, and then your brother will find out." Because my brother used to enforce it. Bro, I used to always think that birds could hear me. Now, because of that, every time, like, for like some years after that, I was always paranoid looking at birds, bro, at the windowsill.
Oh my God, they can hear me.
Thanks, Mum, for giving me psychosis, thinking like a pothead.
Okay, so you know that movie, Deep Impact.
Yeah.
So I got really scared from that movie. I thought it was gonna actually fucking happen. Okay, I thought an asteroid was gonna hit and fuck us. It was gonna be exactly like the movie.
Yeah.
So every time I heard a plane go past our house, and all I hear was the engine noise, I'm thinking it's a fucking comet.
Yeah.
I'm all fucked. Bro, I was so paranoid. I rarely used to get sleep at night because I was that paranoid from the planes.
See, that right there, I could believe that because that movie had that kind of impression. It was that fucking intense.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah,
Huh?
exactly.
What are you going to do
Well, I
about
better
it?
stay awake just in case.
What are you gonna stop it now with your fucking all powerful? Ooh.
I'm gonna alert my parents and be like, "Hey, let's get the fuck out of here."
Oh, I love those weird beliefs.
And then fucking do you remember when the International Space Station fucking came into orbit and fucking fell into the Pacific Ocean? Yeah. So I heard that. I actually watched it come down because it was gonna fly. They said it's gonna fly past Sydney. And it's gonna go all the way past New Zealand, and it's gonna end up in the Pacific Ocean past New Zealand. So all I felt was this, but it fucked me up even harder. Okay, after watching Deep Impact, then Armageddon, now this happened. Okay, all you see the house started shaking, and it's like house started shaking, and I'm like, what the fuck? I get up, I look, and you just see like 4 or 5 pieces. It looks like fucking an asteroid, but it's not. It's just fucking pieces of metal flying down to Earth. But it was so fucking freaky, bro. I did not sleep for weeks after that.
What? That's fucking funny. No wonder why you don't like space.
Yeah, fuck space, bro. Fuck that shit.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool. I wish I'd seen that. That is really
and then
cool.
the next day, at school every Fridays after, just before home time, they used to roll in the fucking TV and then there'd be kids news, and they showed the kids news. They go, and the International Space Station fucking fell into Earth, fell into the Pacific Ocean, and you see, and
Meanwhile, there's JJ.
Oh, they're going. I'm freaking out in the back, okay? Try not to show it to anyone, okay? And then they're showing people on TV actually getting up and watching it, you know? I'm like, it can't be that bad if people went to go and watch it.
Yeah, wow. Bro. And so that was right around the same time as Deep Impact.
Yeah.
What a couple of things to make a kid go
Bro,
paranoid.
I was so fucking paranoid.
Bro, that's the funny thing. Like, kids normally get scared from, like, monsters under their bed and shit. You're getting scared because of a monster coming from the sky, bro.
This was my childhood. just trying to see when this Earth's going to end.
No wonder why you're traumatized. Every time I always would say, hey, Jay, bro, like, you know, this about space or that, you'll be like, I'm not
I don't want
looking.
to fucking hear it. I want to know.
Trauma.
Thank you for listening to another episode of No Grandmas Allowed. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, No Grandmas Allowed, Facebook, No Grandmas Allowed. On our personal Instagrams, JJ Noodle Snacks, Imran Batman, and also follow us on TikTok. Thanks for listening. Imran, talk to you later.
JJ, laters.